let us begin with the line-wise paraphrasing of the poem The Dolphins by Carroll and Duffy. As I've told you before, this poem is in the form of a monologue by a dolphin who lived in an ocean previously, but now it has been captured and it is placed in an artificial pool where it is used for the entertainment of the audience. So the dolphin is comparing her life in the past when it was free in the ocean to its present life when it is confined to the pool. So it begins, "World is what you swim in, or dance, it is simple." So it begins the poem on a simple note that our world is the place where we can swim, where we can dance. It is as simple as that. We are free to do whatever we want according to our own wish. We are in our element, but we are not free. So here she is comparing that all the dolphins at present, they are in their element. Now what is the element of the dolphins? The water. They can survive only in the water. So at present they are in their element. They are in the water of the artificial pool. But still they are not free. They do not have a free will of their own which they had in the vast expanse of the ocean. Outside this world you cannot breathe for long. So it goes on to say that we cannot stay outside the water because we cannot breathe. We have to stay and confined in a pool. We cannot go outside because we will die outside the water. The other has my shape. The other's movements forms my thoughts. So here the dolphin goes on to talk about the other dolphins who are also captured from the ocean and they have been put in this artificial pool. So it goes on to say the other dolphin has a shape just like mine. It has a similar shape. The other's movements forms my thoughts. The movements of the other dolphins who are captured and put in this pool are also restricted, just like my own movements, and our thoughts are also similar. So we are similar in shape, our restricted movements and our thoughts, and also mine, that is the thoughts of the other dolphins are similar to my thoughts. There is a man and there are hoops. So while the dolphins are staying in this artificial pool, there is a man who is controlling them. There is a man who is teaching them and guiding them to perform various acts, that is like jumping through the hoops or balancing the balls. So there is a man and there are hoops. So there is a man who is controlling us and there are colorful hoops through which we have to perform our tricks. So this signifies that the dolphins are enslaved and they are expected to perform tricks in the pool with hoops, just like in a circus. There is a constant flowing guilt. Now children, this constant flowing is referred to the continuous water that has to be pumped into the pool where these dolphins are kept, because it is an artificial habitat which has been made for these dolphins. But here guilt is referring to the guilt that a man should experience, should feel, because it has entrapped the dolphins in this artificial environment which is totally different from the natural habitat of the dolphins, that is the vast ocean. Then we move on to the second stanza. It begins the second stanza. We have found no truth in these waters. So the dolphin goes on to say that this confined pool, it does not give us any truth or any reality because the pool itself is artificial. So how can it give them any reality? How can it show them any truth? No explanations tremble on our flesh. So it is artificially created and there's no explanations tremble on our flesh means that a dolphin, it gets all the information of the world around it through its skin, which means that its skin is very, very sensitive to any changes in its immediate environment. So it experiences those vibrations on its body and then it translates it into information. But while the dolphins are living in this artificial pool, they are not getting any kind of information about the world. That is, there are no changes in its environment, because the environment is limited, it is artificial. We are blessed and now we are not blessed. So the dolphin goes on to say that we were blessed in the past. We felt the blessings of God Almighty on us when we were in the vast expanse of the ocean. But now we do not feel the blessings because our freedom has been curbed. We find nothing new in the limits of this pool, but it is the same place where we don't feel the blessings, the blessing of being free. After traveling such space for days, we began to translate. So the dolphin says that it has taken many days to understand the truth of this new environment. Now what is the new environment? The artificial water of the pool. Because till now they were used to the huge free ocean where it lived before it was captured and put into this pool. So the dolphin has taken many days to understand the reality of this new environment. It was the same space, and now it is the same space. They are in the same confinement of the pool, which has its limits as far as its area is concerned, as far as the depth is concerned. It is not like the open ocean. It is the same space always, and above it is the man. The dolphin goes on to say that it is the same space. The space does not increase. It is the same confinement. Nothing changes in it ever. And above it, and just above this pool of where we are performing our tricks, there is a man who is controlling our movements. We have to perform various tricks according to the indications given to us by this man. So we move on to the third stanza. And now we are no longer blessed, for the world will not deepen to dream in. So the dolphin goes on to say that we do not feel the blessings any longer. And this world which we are living in, it can never be as huge and as deep as our previous world. Now the previous world was the huge ocean, and our present world is this confined pool. So it's not going to have the same vastness and the depth of the ocean. So this narrow world, that is this expanse of this narrow pool in which they are confined, it cannot give them directions, the directions to their dreams, which suggests that their dreams of freedom are over for always in the shallow waters of this artificial pool. They cannot no more dream about getting freedom from this artificial pool. The other knows, and out of love reflects me for myself. So here the dolphin refers to the other dolphins, the other dolphin's companion, who are also present in the same pool as itself. And it goes on to say that the other dolphin knows, that is, the other dolphin can understand my helplessness, and out of love reflects me for myself. And out of love for me, and because it has the same understanding of my helplessness, it just tries to reduce my pain by simply being there for me, just being the other of the dolphin species, because we are all experiencing the same lack of freedom, helplessness. So it tries to reduce my suffering by simply being there. We see our silver skin flash by like memory of somewhere else. So the dolphin remembers that in the past, when they were in the vast expanse of the ocean, the natural sunlight, it reflected off their skin, giving it a beautiful silvery appearance. But now that silvery skin, the appearance of the silvery skin, it is like a memory of somewhere else, that is a long time back, belonging to some long distant place. It is no more there. It has become an old memory. There is a colored ball we have to balance till the man has disappeared. So she says, right now there is a colored ball and we have to go balance it till the man who is controlling us goes away. We have to follow his instructions till then. Now we begin with the last stanza of the poem. The moon has disappeared. The dolphin goes on to say that in this confined world of the artificial pool, it seems that the moon has disappeared. It is no more visible to them. We circle well-worn grooves of water on a single note. It goes on to say that we are moving round and round in the same water on a single note. Now here single note refers to a single note of the whistle of the man who blows his whistle, and according to the whistle they have to perform their tricks. So we are moving around in circles, round and round in circles in the water on a single note, the single whistle blown by the man. Music of loss forever from the other's heart, which turns mine own to stone. Music of loss forever. Who's the other's heart? The other dolphin. The sad voice of the other dolphin, who is its companion, which is caused because of the loss of joy and happiness and freedom. It is turning this dolphin's heart to stone. Means that this dolphin is also feeling the sadness of the other dolphin's song. It is reflecting on its own heart and turning it into stone, because it also realizes, yes, their happiness, their joy and days of freedom have come to an end. There is a plastic toy. Now they have nothing to play with. They have nothing. Huge expanse of the ocean is not there. They just have a plastic multicolored ball which they have to balance. There is no hope. And it says that it has no hope for its future. It feels it's going to be confined to this pool to the end of its life. There is no hope. We sink to the limits of this pool until the whistle blows. It says that we have to sink to the bottom of this pool before performing our trick, and when we are at the bottom of this pool, we wait to listen to the whistle being blown by the man who controls us. And as he blows the whistle, we come out of this water jumping and performing the tricks. There is a man, and our mind knows we will die here. There is a man who is controlling us, who's controlling our very movements, who's making us perform various tricks. And deep in our heart as well as in our mind, we know that we will never ever be free from this confinement. And finally, one day we will die in this pool itself. We will never be able to go back to the vast expanse of the ocean, which was their natural habitat. I hope the poem is clear. Thank you.